Hello, people of the internet. If you're here watching live on Twitch, thank you for stopping by. If you're watching this after the fact over on YouTube, thanks for checking out the channel. Tonight, it's a little bit different. Usually we do our Minecraft stream on... let's get rid of this rain. Sorry. Usually we do the Minecraft stream on Wednesdays, Wednesday nights. But my schedule's a little bit different with work this week, so I will be streaming this tonight, and then we're going to be doing something tomorrow night that's not so time consuming. But anyways, I'm not sure if there are many people here at the moment. Anyways, but that's just the opening. We're going to get right to doing some stuff tonight. I got a lot to do, actually. Hopefully. I did a couple things outside of the stream just to kind of do some of the things that don't really necessarily need to be done, just like moving stuff and making a few things. And well, I'll kind of just show you here. So let's go ahead and we'll take Animusic on out. And the music you're going to be listening to tonight, as always, as we do here, is from Animusic. Check them out at animusic.com. They are very awesome. So we'll go ahead and close that out and do that real quick. Oops. Of course, this does not want to cooperate. Okay, there we go. One of these days, I'll be able to get a setup that has 2 monitors and a little better computer, so it's not so laggy and all that good stuff. The stuff I usually complain about. But anyways, actually, let's go ahead and yeah. All right, cool. So really, the first thing, I don't know where to start. First off, I've changed some stuff with the lava. I know some of you may watch this and say, oh, there's so many better ways of having power and stuff, which I know there are. I just haven't really been able to look into it much, but so far I've been getting by with what we've been doing. I switched it up because the netherrack with fire actually burns hotter. As you can see here, the melting speed is up to 3 times. I used to have lava under there, and that was only 2 times, so I went ahead and put netherrack. Helps it speed up a little bit faster. But the big thing I did, which was kind of time consuming, goodbye island, a little time consuming, and it would have been kind of annoying to sit and watch, but what I did was over here, so we would have endless amounts of lava and tons of power and not so much lag over at the base, because this would have lagged me like crazy, is I set up a huge lava farm here. So I essentially have 4 cobble generators. Ooh, see, look at that. 4 cobble generators, and they're all putting into these 2 better barrels, and as you can see, they're not even moving because they're getting made so fast and filling these up so fast. So and then I laid down netherrack all under there and then lit them on fire, and then it's heating these up and melting the cobble down, and I've got the chunk loader here, so this is always going even if I'm away from it. And then it's filtering into this. I can make this bigger, but nah. And then these are filling into the ender tanks, and then therefore the ender tanks over at the base are then filling up and then powering all of our stuff. So that was really the big thing I did. Another thing I did real quick is I just made a crescent wrench. It's not that hard. Or crescent. It says crescent hammer, but it's a wrench, whatever. That just helps with some of the machinery and stuff that we're going to be doing. One other thing as I did is I made an axe, or a pickaxe finally, from Tinkers. I've been actually, I got that up to godlike. I just laid a bunch of cobble down and then mined it and then kept doing it over and over again. I buffed up the cleaver here, so this has a bunch of buffs on it, and I'm going to do one other thing with these necrotic bones in a moment. So that's all buffed up to expert, and we still got some ways to go to get it up to godlike. Some other stuff we did, I have it down, ender chest. So now I used to have it where all of the materials would come into chests, but I just put ender chests, and I've got that linked to my ME system, which we don't have quite full yet. We've got a lot of space open, and we still have 3 spots to put ME drives, and we've got 1 in there that's not even touched yet, so we've got a lot of space to do right now. And finally, I got into cobalt and ardite finally, because I was able to get a lot of crushed netherrack. I've got some cobalt here, so I can eventually get manolin, and then I've got some stuff, some cobalt and ardite over here that we're going to be doing with the magical crops. And oh yeah, the tree farm. I expanded it, so now it's a lot bigger, and I've got one of every kind of tree, at least so far that I've come across, at least sapling wise. So we've got all the types of saplings on here. I'm just gonna kind of let them sit here. Sometimes the mobs spawn on top of them, so I've got to look out for that. And I've got some bushes over here, the berry bushes and stuff like that. So just kind of expanded some of it a little bit more. I did go ahead last time we started to get some of those lily pads of fertilization, or yeah, fertility, and I ended up getting more. So now I've got one for every spot here, and I have yet to add them down here, but I've got a bunch of extra. Oh, squid! We've got a bunch of extra magical crops and stuff down here. So really, that was all I did as far as changes to the base. As far as my to-do list, I've got a bunch of machines we're gonna make today. Very cool. Oh yeah, one thing is I did go ahead, and I know these aren't really going to do anything. I don't need to harvest them, but I just thought I'd put them down. I had 2 of each, so I've got 1 each on this side and 1 each on this side. The experience plant's nice, so every time I walk by that, I'll go ahead and take some of the experience off there. But so that's cool. Got a couple extra things here as far as I've got to get an ME system where I can put fluid. And then I also did, I put some of the sewers over here to get some, I first thought that I'd be able to get essence from the sewers, but then I realized you have to kill stuff and it has to go into it. So I've got these here for sewage, which I don't really know what we would need sewage for, but I did add 2 sewers over here, and they have been filling up all of these tanks with essence, which I desperately need to start getting this gold farm, or our zombie pigman farm going here, which we're gonna do today as well. But I do have a lot of machines here, a lot of stuff that I want to plan on doing, as well as a bunch of magical crops. Now, if you do or don't know, last time I had almost all, well, by the time I started the process, I had all 6 of these better barrels full. And these hold up to 4,096 items, at least of the essence here. So I had all of these full when I started the process, and then I emptied them all out. Plus I had a whole double chest full of stuff. So I emptied them all out to do what I did here in these 3 chests, which I have all of the magical crop seeds ready to go, almost all of them, at least the ones that I'm going to be able to get up to today. And here's the rest of my well, here's some of my cobalt here, and then I've got some ardite here as well. So we're going to be pretty much have endless amounts of everything now. So we're going to go ahead and plan all these tonight. So that was really it. I want to go ahead and start doing some auto packaging. I've got this here ready. We've got 147,000 cobblestone going. That's going slowly, which I want to get that a little faster, but this is building up slowly. And then which I could probably build, yeah, I think I could probably build a couple of the generators. I could probably do it at a different spot, but for now I can just keep it here. And I want to get some auto packers set up here so I can start making the compressed cobblestone. So we're going to do that. We're going to get some grinders going. I'm going to get some pulverizers so I can get rid of this monstrosity here and just use pulverizers and not have to worry about using diamond hammers and stone hammers and whatever. I have these full of the diamond hammers right now. So we're going to get that and get some redstone furnaces finally, because we're using regular furnaces and I'm getting tired of that. So that's just the opening. I'm just going to sit here and play for a few hours, and anybody that stops by, or if you're watching here again, thanks for checking this out. But let's kind of get to it here a little bit and just... oh yeah, first thing I wanted to do is I want to add lifesteal to my sword, or my cleaver. As you can see, I've got 2 modifiers that I can put on there. So if you put a necrotic bone on it, pretty sweet. You can see it changes it a little bit in the handle there. There's some black in the handle. This adds life steal. So now whenever I attack and kill something, it actually steals life and I get it. So there we go. And I think I could probably do life steal too. I'm thinking, is there anything else I want to add to this? can add more quartz, but that's just part of the other modifier, so I could add lifesteal 2 to it, and I'd be pretty unstoppable. I don't know. The other bones I want to use to get these heart tanks, so for now, I guess we'll leave it at that. That'll be okay for now. Let's go ahead and make some of these heart tanks real quick. They're actually pretty simple. I just need to get some empty canisters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need to make some of these jeweled apples. Why didn't it do it? There it is. Make 7 of those. And then I need... Do I have 7 miniature hearts? Oh, yeah, I've got 56 of them. Jeez, okay. We're good then. So I'm going to make 7 heart tanks. Boom! 7 heart tanks. That's sweet. So now I can go ahead and put these on here. And I'm going to get, as you can see, my hearts there in a moment. They're going to fill up. Now I've got 7 orange hearts. So technically I've got a full row. And then I'll have 7 extras. And then you can add up to 10 each of the canisters. So I'm going to have to go to the nether sometime and get a bunch of necrotic bones. And then the green ones, I don't know how to make those because there's no recipe. There's no recipe for those, but I've seen people do it, but I just don't know how to get them. Maybe you get them in lucky blocks, which, speaking of lucky blocks, now I finally have a bunch of gold ingots, finally. I took a bunch of smelting stuff and opening up bags to get coins and stuff, so... and eventually, once I get this built up down here, this is going to be my zombie pigman farm. And that'll just essentially give us a bunch of gold swords and whatever, so. Alright, so... kind of want to go to the nether now, but there's just so much I want to do. Let's go ahead and do, first thing first, let's just go ahead and do this. We've got all